Hey, what's the story? Yours truly, Philbo here, and welcome back to Philbo Reviews for another horror movie review. Thanks a million for stopping by. If you're new to the channel, you are very, very welcome. It's absolutely amazing to make your acquaintance, and if you're a returning viewer, welcome back to the fold, my Philbo friends. Hope you are keeping well, and thanks a million for stopping by, and thanks a million for subscribing and committing to yours truly, Philbo, here in Dublin, Ireland, for some movie and metal fun. If you like what you see in here, be sure to like and subscribe. Oh, that was a good one. Can you do that one from the outside? Bet you can't. It hurts. Don't do it more than 3 times. Ow! We are talking about Ti West today, one of the most influential and exciting directors in horror in the last 15 years. We are talking about today his slasher throwback 1970s X. Of course, Mia Goth leading up the pack, playing Maxine Minx. And we have Jenna Ortega also in this. And we have Martin Henderson and Brittany Snow leading up the cast in this film. So this is a non-spoiler review. So watch with ease and freedom. And I hope you enjoy it. And let's see what we thought. So this is the first video in a trilogy, okay? So I'm going to be reviewing X right here. Hello, welcome. Then we're going to be doing Pearl. And then we are going to be doing MaXXXine. So be sure to like and subscribe and hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss any of the premieres or any of the videos. So with that said, this movie starts off with an aftermath. We see the events that have unfolded through the eyes of the local police officers. Then we very, very quickly go bang 24 hours earlier, and it comes up 1979, and this film instantly gets you directly back to that time of cinema. It feels immediately like you're watching a film within the Texas Chainsaw Massacre universe, The Town That Dreaded Sundown, all those awesome Dark Day of the Scarecrow, all of those old school 70s slasher films. It has an incredible, authentic vibe to it, even though made in 2022. It is incredible. And this film follows a set of young filmmakers who they want to make a dirty movie, and they have rented out a stag film, as they called it back then. And it was in the early days of pornography, and they were really, really confident that their movie would bring adult films to the mainstream, because at the time films like Debbie Does Dallas, Deep Throat, all those type of films were really, really filling theaters at the time. Can you imagine? Pornography used to fill theaters back in the 1970s. Hard to believe, but it is true. But these guys are setting out 1979 to make a movie, and they have rented a rural area in Texas. An old man and his elderly wife rent out this back house to them to film their movie. And once the elderly couple find out what type of movie they're making, shit hits the fan, basically. Shit gets fucked up, and shit gets fucked up really, really quickly. So when we get into the positives, great throwback vibe to the film, as I say, drenched in 70s nostalgia, to the gas stations, the beer cans, the cigarette packets, the clothes, the music, the glasses, the hair, you know, the whole bit. It looks absolutely brilliant. Then we get straight into meeting MaXXXine, played by the incredible Mia Goth. Incredible actress. She's going to go so far in the movie business. And I get a quick laugh when they're heading off on their trip to rural Texas to film, that the side of their truck says plowing service. Which I got a little laugh out of. And MaXXXine, needless to say, wants to be an absolute superstar. And MaXXXine is not going to stop until the whole world knows her name. And she is going to do whatever it takes to become famous and become a superstar. Now, again, more positive, very well shot movie. It's got beautiful long shots, real kind of eerie, the dark hall where the camera just sits in a certain spot, and you just have to. It doesn't move. You just see the length of the hallway when they go to the old pair's house to get the key to the cabin that they're going to use, and it's just got this really eerie kind of. Is someone looking at them from a distance? Is someone watching over their shoulder? What's the deal with this old pair? I mean, what's their story? How is this going to play into them making their movie? And he meets Wade, which is the film's producer, played by Henderson, and he's just come straight because, you know what, I don't think I like you, Wade, and I don't think I like any of your friends here as well, because he didn't know that there was more than one person going to be staying in this cabin. And he goes, well, here's a couple of $100 extra, so just, you know, there's 6 or 7 of us here, just, you know, there's a little cherry on top of the extra cash, so just think nothing of it. So the filming begins, and the first act is full of great tension. They're filming their movie, and just be warned, there is very graphic sex scenes in this movie. Very, very, to the point where, you know, just moving the camera a couple of inches back, and that's the full picture. But they're filming the sex scenes in classic 70s style. The hair, the cheesy dialogue. Oh, my dad's not home yet, but you can come in and wait if you want. And oh, thanks, ma'am. Thank you kindly, ma'am. And that's brilliant. I find that's all hilarious when they're filming Jenny Ortega, she's doing the boom up, holding the microphone, and her boyfriend is the filmmaker. He's the cameraman, and he has this vision of making pornography not just smut, not just filth, but an actual motion picture that people want to see. As I mentioned before, they want to reach the heights of Debbie Does Dallas and Deep Throat, like make some serious money, turn pornography away from smut and into art. I'm not sure how they'll achieve that. I've never found it artistic myself. Well, I've heard from people who've actually seen pornography in their life. But the filming begins, and Mia Goth's character takes a walk, takes a stroll. It's not her turn to film yet, so she takes a little walk, and we notice something's not right. Someone, like, she's swimming, and this weird old lady is wandering around, who we only get a look at from a distance. And she's swimming along, and we notice that there's a resident crocodile in the pond of the farm, and some very creepy, very tense. I mean, the film is a slow burn. Don't be expecting jump scares. It's kind of like got what's that in the distance. It's very subtle, but it's a slow burn of tension to what the fuck is going on with this old pair and what is around the corner. So we get into halfway through. They've done their filming, and again, we're still about 35 minutes in, and then we get a little musical number, and then playing, smoking a bit of ganja, relaxing after the day's filming. They're all very excited that they're going to make this incredible picture that's going to make them all super duper famous. So there's a little musical number, and it brings the tension down just nicely, and then our slow burn is coming to an end, and things start kicking off up until the first hour. And let me tell you something for nothing, there is some absolute crazy tension build up around the hour point, when they start having back and forths with the old lady, and the old lady starts kind of expressing her wants and what she wants to do with these young people, and how they're making her feel, and how they're making her remember how she used to feel as a young person, and all that kind of stuff. But not getting into spoilers now, around the hour mark we start seeing some carnage, and it kicks off, and it does not stop. The violence in this is absolutely horrific. Like, they're from stuff with nails, tires. I mean, it is absolutely grotesque, but really well filmed, really eerie, really creepy. There's one scene where there's arterial spray on the light of a car, and the lady uses it as kind of a red light to dance kind of in the moonlight kind of things after what she's done, which she's very she gets quite a thrill out of certain things that she does. It's really fucked, and there's a sex scene in it that would make like the human race uncomfortable. Okay, so prepare yourself for that. It is just like, oh, I think I left the oven on, I think I need to leave the room. It is crazy, and once it starts, the craziness kicks off at the hour mark, and it does not stop for the next 47 minutes, and the film just goes absolutely berserker, and it is absolutely worth that slow build, that tension, and it's filmed beautifully, has an incredibly cool 70s soundtrack, loads of great throwback songs. I mean, it just looks, the cinematography, the long shots, the long walking shots across the fields, just like Texas Chainsaw, minimal camera movement, and just all people driving into the shot, walking into the shot, not the shot going to them. Absolutely brilliant. And Maxine will not accept a life that she does not deserve, and that is her catchphrase through the movie. And as we go on, we literally have a survival story where we are seeing who that in the name of God is going to survive this situation. And you know what? The violence, again, more positives. The kills are great. The kills are gross. They're excessive. The first kill is outrageously violent. So you're waiting at it. You're thinking, a slasher, where's all the gore? You get to the hour and that first kill comes in and you're like, that was worth the wait. Absolutely grotesque. And then it just snowballs. It's non-stop for the last 45 minutes. Great intrigue, great character development, especially with Pearl, the old lady, and her husband, and great some backstory on Maxine, and it's just a perfect throwback slow burn slasher with a fantastic ending. Mia Goth is a revelation as Maxine. She is an incredible actress, really and truly. The whole cast is great. It's got a great I mean, as you can tell, I'm not really, the only thing I could possibly be mixed on is that the build-up is about 5 minutes. The build-up is about 5 minutes too long. The slow burn's a little over its time, but for me, that's only a nitpick at best. I thought the kills were brilliant. I thought the story was great. The setting on this farm was perfect. The cast were absolutely pitch perfect, plucked straight from 1970s cinema. Old school, low budget slasher. And the new things they're doing with this old couple, of course, Pearl, the old lady being the center of attention, is just sick and disturbing and fucked, and you will not forget it anytime soon. So I really don't have any negatives with it. I enjoyed it immensely, and for me, X is easily a strong, now remember, it's slasher rating 4.5 out of 5 stars. So 4.5 out of 5 stars for Ty West's X. Now drop a comment, drop a like, let me know if you've seen it, let me know what you think, and drop your comments below and let's talk about it with respect. So 4.5 out of 5 stars for X. Genuinely one of the best slashers I've seen in recent years. Enjoyed it so much, and I recommend you check it out. Buy it, Blu-ray, DVD, whatever you need to do, get that in your collection ASAP. So thanks for watching. May the sun always shine, and we will see you on the next one, okay? Stay cool. Philbo out, Bo.